Hey guys, welcome to the studio today. I wanted to take a moment to tell you about Fortune in the Teller's Hand, which is basically my Corona album. When Corona hit, a lot of things stopped, and all of a sudden there was all this time. And to keep from going insane, I just went back into the studio and kept busy. One interesting thing that happened during that period of time is just before Corona, my brother was visiting. So we were walking downtown in the old city, and I saw this guy waving these two sticks. And at first I didn't know what he was doing, but I looked a little closer, and so it's one of those things where you dip the sticks into the soap solution and it makes this huge bubble, and was waving it around, and it was these huge long bubbles, and I thought, wow, that's incredible. So I thought, oh man, I need to take I had seen it before, of course, but it's cool when you see it and somebody's doing it well. And so I took some snapshots of that real quick, and I said, oh man, I just want to take some photos of this. This is a cool scene. And I didn't think much of it, and so we just went on. And later I'm looking at the photos, and this is like the next month, which is March, and so Corona had hit. Later I'm looking at these photos, and all of a sudden I get hit with this epiphany of like, oh wow, there's so much of a message in these pictures. And because in the picture, if you look at the artwork of the cover of Fortune in the Teller's Hand, you see these children and these kids reaching up towards these bubbles in expectation and sort of like, wow. And so I was like, wow, we're sort of building these bubbles for the next generations to chase after, and they're going to pop, basically. They're going to explode. And I just got hit with this heaviness and this thought, and maybe heaviness is not the right word, but I just got hit with this thought. And so in Corona was happening, and at the same time, all of a sudden they were giving a bunch of money out to help us, and so I had all these thoughts spinning about government, and I'm not really a political guy, but I just had all this stuff going through my brain. And that was the beginning of Fortune in the Teller's Hand. It spawned the whole creative process and idea for the album, which turned out to not be an album full of songs like that. Fortune in the Teller's Hand is actually pretty individual to the rest of the songs. It kind of sticks out. It doesn't sound like the rest of the songs per se. It feels like it belongs together with them, but it doesn't sound like them as much. This is a bit rockier. It's a bit I don't even know how you'd explain. It's like indie rock, alternative rock. But yeah, it started this whole process. And so throughout the first year of Corona, I just kept at working on these songs, and new inspirations came. And so as new developments would come, a new wave of lightness might come, or a new wave of possibly heaviness, and the numbers would come out of all the people that were losing their lives, and so it was just, there's all kinds of things that inspired these songs. So Fortune in the Teller's Hand will be released on March 3rd, and I'm very excited to finally bring this record to the world. It's been done and mixed for a while, but it just takes a long time. I'm working on other projects and things like that, so finally gonna bring it out, and super excited to share it with you guys, and I hope that you're ready to hear it.